Colombia has 7 U.S. military bases with personnel, equipment, and technology. And I ask myself, if they have 7 military bases in Colombia, why has cocaine production tripled around all those military bases? Where does the money from the sale of that cocaine go? We're talking thousands of millions of dollars. And that cocaine enters the United States. Who buys it? And the money from those who buy and sell it in the U.S., where is it? In which banks? In Colombia, they produce cocaine. Venezuela is a territory, and this must be known in all languages, in all countries. In the South, in the Caribbean, in the North, in Europe. The experts know it, Boris journalist. The experts from various countries know that Venezuela is a territory free of coca leaf plantations. Free of cocaine production. And Venezuela is fighting and defeating the small percentage, just 5%, of Colombian cocaine that tries to pass through Venezuelan territory. Colombia has 7 U.S. military bases with personnel, equipment, and technology. And I ask myself, if they have 7 military bases in Colombia, why has cocaine production tripled around all those military bases? Where does the money from the sale of that cocaine go? We're talking thousands of millions of dollars. And that cocaine enters the United States. Who buys it? And the money from those who buy and sell it in the U.S., where is it? In which banks? So, the war they want should be waged inside the United States against the U.S. mafias that control the entire drug trafficking business in Colombia, in Central America, and beyond. It's the U.S. mafias that control it. They know it. They know it well. But they change the narrative. They no longer accuse those they want to destroy of being communists. That was an accusation during the Soviet Union era. They no longer accuse them of terrorism, the war on terror, accusing Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya of being terrorists. Now the accusation, I call it crude, extravagant, ridiculous, is drug trafficking. Well, I say, Venezuela is clean and free of drug trafficking. The American empire, aware of its historical decline as a dominant hegemonic power for almost a century, especially in Latin America, which is its vital space, wants to force a new hegemony, a new domination, and that is why it started the economic trade war. That is why it threatens all countries in the world with war. That is why it has such an aggressive, brutal policy of threatening powerful governments. They mess with the world's powers, with small countries. They blackmail everyone. We are at a turning point, transitioning from the old imperial world to the new world of the peoples of the South, to the new multipolar world. These are the birth pains of a new world, and Venezuela is once again at the forefront, just as it was 200 years ago. I'm here at the Strategic Operational Command, together with its Commander-in-Chief, Domingo Hernandez Lares, reviewing the entire deployment ordered by our Commander-in-Chief. This is a deployment aimed at reinforcing a major operation that was already launched at the beginning of the year in the Southern Lake region, the municipalities of Catatumbo and Semprún, which we call Operation Catatumbo Lightning. Today, we are going to reinforce it with 15,000 troops. These 15,000 troops will be deployed along a front stretching from Castelli to Takura, covering 851 kilometers of the 2,219-kilometer border we share with Colombia. The strategic commander has explained to me that there will be a significant deployment, including aerial corridors, air assets, helicopters, as well as listening, surveillance, intelligence, and reconnaissance resources. There will be 60 rapid response units, AURAs, 30 in Zulia and 30 in Takura, each composed of 250 men, which make up the 15,000 troops ordered by our commander-in-chief.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.